Welcome to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danica. Along with me, we have Beverly Domengeaux, who is the Executive Director with St. Mary Council on Aging. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, and of
Good to be
course,
here.
I'm so happy to have you here. And we talk often,
Yes, we do.
but I do that because I want an update because things are always changing within St. Mary Council on Aging, particularly when it comes to money.
Yes.
How are you as far as your budget?
We are, I would like to say, the season has been good to us.
Awesome. 'Tis the season.
And, a special shout out. I won't name them, but there's a foundation that has made sure that the people of Morgan City are well taken care of.
Love it. Yes.
And we really appreciate that. And of course, I have to thank the governor and Senator Arland because they were. I was able to get a nice new vehicle, so that was a nice thing. But it's a season to be jolly, so we're setting out to be jolly.
Yes. Now, of course, let's talk about that new vehicle. Because I know at one time you're spending quite some money in maintenance on your other vehicle.
Right.
Tell us how you were able to get that vehicle through Senator Arland's office.
Because it is specialized to transport people, seniors of St. Mary Parish, to medical appointments, either at the hospital by Bend, okay, and especially with the mental health facilities. We're transporting a lot of those people, and we are talking to Thibodeau about some cancer patients from St. Mary Parish that have to be transported there for their chemo because that's the only place, and they have to go for 20 treatments. So we're working with them, but it's not to service our senior centers, but it's to service all the seniors in St. Mary Parish to get them to the doctor or to whatever health facility they need to go to.
Now, from what I understand, they love going to Bayou Bend. There's like an aquatic aerobics class, right?
Yes, there is. And
that sounds fun.
And you have to have a reservation now because they have too many, and they standing room only. But if you're not going to participate, you need to go and watch it because it's a lot of fun.
And there are instructors?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes. They always have, and they always make sure that there is medical help there in case because we seniors, we don't know when we might turn our leg the wrong way or something. So,
well, it's good to stay active.
Oh, yeah. And it keeps their spirits up, and they laugh a lot, and it's really funny when they start talking about their bathing suits they're going to buy. Yeah, right. Okay. I said, I'm going to take a picture with. I see that. Yeah, but
I'm assuming they're all maybe one pieces.
Yeah,
but hey, rock it if you got it, baby. You can do those two pieces.
They keep threatening that. Okay.
Threatening.
But and of course, a lot of them are in the exercise program out there for seniors, and the mental health part that they have there. I'm a great proponent of group therapy for mental health because a lot of times that will bring out things that one-on-one won't. So I'm very, very pleased with them. And the young lady from there, she comes at least every other month and talks to our people at the senior centers and helps them. And she knows that this is going to be a difficult time for a lot of seniors. The holidays are kind of sad. So she's already started pumping them up, and it's great.
You know, you guys really do some great things over there.
Well, thank you.
I know that every time I talk to you, the list for home delivered meals or home services, the list gets longer and longer. But I would like to take this opportunity to solicit to people, hey, how can other people get involved? Like, what can they do to help?
Well, bottom line is, and right now, one of our big things is our thrift store that we have in Franklin, and we need some help there because I have two ladies that are volunteers, but we've been, it used to be small items, but we're getting some bigger items because, unfortunately, we've had some deaths, and the people want us to have be able to make some money because we took care of their families, okay? So we need help there. And of course, all 3 of my sites will welcome any volunteers that have the talent that they would like to come in and share with our seniors.
Yeah, sounds good, and especially around this time, the holidays. So we'll talk about that, as you call it, depression. It's a depressing season for some individuals, especially when they have to spend it alone. Right. So let's talk about that when we get back. Come on back to the Voice of the Coast with yours truly. Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danica. Along with me, we have Beverly Domengeaux, who is the Executive Director with St. Mary Council on Aging. And, you know, to start off with this topic, but it's so true. And I think if we put it in the face of our audience, they may be able to do something. And everybody can do something about this. And of course, we're talking about, you know, depression that pretty much pops up during the holidays.
Right.
They're lonely. A lot of their family members either have moved away, don't visit, or they're deceased themselves. So, you know, what can the public do, and how are you able to combat that with your clients?
Well, we have a lot of plans. Of course, we're going to be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So and we're closed on Saturday and Sunday. So that's a 4-day span. And some of my staff have volunteered that they're going to make phone calls about people that they know are really lonely, okay? We've talked to neighbors and said, hey, you know, just go and check on them or call them, you know, and everything. And there's a group of children that are making little things, and they're going to, on Friday afternoon, they're going to make a block, you know, and take care of, okay? So we're trying everything we can. We have some Christmas baskets that are being donated that we will be delivering. We have extra food that we're going to be taking out, you know, and everything. But it's just, think about it if it was you, you know. A lot of the people, they won't admit that they're lonely, but you can tell. And they like to talk.
Yes.
So a little phone call, drop by and say, hi, how are you? And give them a peppermint, and that just thrills them to death, you know.
You know what I wish we had? The weather hasn't been too cold, but it'd be nice if we had caroling.
Yes.
With folks who could really sing. So don't ask me. I'm not the one. But
well, I'm not either. I can direct, but I can't sing.
Yeah.
But and we do have some groups in the different around our senior centers that they are going out and doing a little just shut-ins, you know, kind of bring a little bit of happiness. We're showing all these crazy Christmas movies that go way, way back, you know, and they've been making a lot of little gifts. I know Patterson, they've made some of the cutest little for the police officers, and they're making homemade cookies and candy to put in them. They're going to take them to the police officers there in Patterson. And every one of my seniors have picked out some that they're, it's a time of the year that we need to remember our neighbors and get back and know what's going on in the neighborhood.
Something you mentioned earlier about your staff members, and tell me, I mean, we're going to take this opportunity. Are you fully staffed? Are you looking for...
No. I have 2 homemakers that are trying to take care of 120 people, okay? There's no way. One's on one end, one's on the other end, okay? I did have, and thanks to some local help, I have finally had some applicants come in, okay? I don't know what it is, but like I interviewed somebody this morning, and I told them, I said, it's not a job, it's a calling, because they become our family, okay? And it's been hard on us this month. We've lost 4 people that have been with us since 2018.
Oh my.
That we saw every day, you know, and cared for them, did everything for them, and one of them we did find dead. The others were taken to the hospital and deceased. and it hurts because that's like a family member.
Yes.
So, you know, we try to cheer everybody up. All of the sites, all the centers are decorated, and I invite anybody to come in for open house because they've done such a great job decorating their trees and the tables and everything, and they're just having a good time.
What times are those? And, you know, I know there's the Morgan City, Patterson, and Franklin sites.
They're open from 8 to 1.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're going to take another break.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about something else. So come on back right here on The Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to The Voice of the Coast. Let's get right back into it. Something to keep in mind when it comes to our aging population, just the use of technology and how things, you know, change so rapidly. And it's unfortunate, but, you know, there are individuals out there that try to scam, you know,
Yes.
Our senior population. So
Right.
how do you combat that? Are you able to educate or, you know, offer classes?
I belong to a national association that sends me updates almost daily about the latest scams that are targeting elderly. And right now, the big one is they call and say they're a church group, or like maybe even say they're St. Mary Council on Aging, and we're trying to get gift cards for our seniors, and would you donate to the gift cards, blah, 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 blah. It's all kinds of things. So every time I get one of those notices, it goes out to all 3 of my sites, and we bring it and we post it and we talk about it, and then they've gotten where they're pretty sharp, and they will come back. And I know one lady, she said they kept calling her about take the ads off of your TV or whatever it was. So she blew a whistle in the phone. They didn't call back. Okay, so
that's what I need. I need a whistle.
I mean, it's loud because but you know, we try to educate them about things that, you know, we were raised in a generation that you trusted everybody, and now we're having to learn that that's not true. Yeah. And we tell them, we say, don't ever give anybody certain information. And I had a new client, and my girl went out to do the assessment, and she asked for her Social Security number, and she says, Miss Beverly said on TV I'm not to give that number out. I said, okay, I got to clear that up. The last 4 digits is all we need. Okay, because she wasn't going to give it to us.
Safeguard yourself.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
yes.
It's really, you know, it's hard on our generation to not be trustful, okay? And we laugh, and they come back and they'll tell us about some phone calls they've gotten, you know, and everything, what they've done. But the scams are really being aimed, at this time of the year, they're being aimed at the seniors, okay? And there's the one about the credit cards. There's one about...
is there one on Medicaid or Medicare?
Yes, there's several on Medicaid and Medicare. There's one about, I'm in Europe and I lost my wallet and I need money to get back. That's been going around for years.
Yeah, let me tell you about this one now. Of course, and I know, you know, news gets a bad rap sometimes, but listening to the news, and it is possible. This whole AI, you know, we're in this new generation of automation, and so you got to be careful with hearing a voice on the phone that may sound like a loved one calling for money.
Yeah.
So you have to, that's another thing, you safeguarding yourself from that. Hey, look, I'll call you back. Then call your loved one back to see if it's the same person. Hey, did you just call me? I mean, it's kind of hard. It's you know, it's a lot to do, but it may be worth the effort.
You tell them, I'll call you right back, or else you tell your family a secret word.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
that unless they say that, they'll say, "Well, I'm busy. I can't talk right now." You know, they're getting more convinced that people aren't honest like they were. Okay, they're still worried about the youth. Why don't the young people care about the seniors anymore? So, you know, we're going to have some things, and we're going to invite the younger family members in to see how it is to be a senior.
Okay.
So,
Oh, you said that with conviction. Oh, okay. Come on back. We have one more segment to go right here on The Voice of the Coast.
yeah,
Welcome back. Let's get right back into it with Beverly Domengeaux, Executive Director with St. Mary Council on Aging. Acadiana Arts Council,
Yes.
I think about a month or two ago, so it was either October or November 2023, and the Acadiana Arts Council representatives, two of whom were there, one that's representative on the state level and one more of a regional level,
Right.
came to Franklin. And it was a small, intimate setting, but you were there.
Yes.
And when I tell you, most times working with, I guess they're not necessarily the government, but sometimes it's a slow pace, but you were able to benefit from that agency fairly quickly.
They more or less like adopted us, or we're like the guinea pig, I guess you call us, okay? And so the first thing we did, okay, I did a survey and found out that some of our people would like to learn to relearn quilting skills for just the smaller, like lap quilts and things like that. Okay, so they had a big quilting display in Lafayette and in Orneville. And so I took a group over there and we saw all the beautiful quilts that they made and all. And then last month, two representatives, ladies that teach the quilting classes, they came to Franklin, and I brought people from all three sites there. And guess who got the gold stars? The men.
Oh.
They quilted. They made some, and they gave everybody the material to take home and finish their quilts,
Okay.
so that we're going to have that. They're making them for Christmas presents for some of their family members.
Nice.
So, and it turned out to be real nice. We had a nice lunch, and everybody had a good time. Now the next one is they're going to bring a person, a professional teacher, to teach us how to paint. Not walls, but pictures, okay? Right. And so they're all excited about that. And then the other one is we have a lot of people that have musical talent. So they're going to bring some people that will help us organize that musical talent and maybe have our own little choir group or something. So it's the first time the state has reached out to any organization like this, and we're very proud of it.
Oh, that's awesome. So there's progress
Yes.
in working and also being a part of Council on Aging. And you know what, for those folks who are saying, well, I mean, who would qualify?
Anybody over 60.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can be a millionaire, you can be homeless. We don't care as long as you're over 60.
Yes.
We don't really have any criteria. It's just that with the Older Americans Act, we were mandated to take care of the people over 60. Now, we need to update our program because we're not seeing too many over 60 now. They're starting at 70 and above. And we've got a lot of people that are in their 90s and some in their 100s that are still active. So times have changed. The Older Americans Act, this program is 52 years old. We need to kind of update it because people want stuff on the weekends. They want it in the evening. And that's what we're looking at now. We're going to upgrade.
Now, this is a little kind of a random question here. When you said in our hundreds, without naming the person, because I don't want to get in trouble here without having their permission. How old is the oldest person, and where do they live in St. Mary Parish?
I believe it's 104 and lives here in Morgan City.
Come on, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
We just lost one that was 103 that was at Four Corners.
Okay.
So, and some of them don't tell the truth about their age either.
Really?
Oh no, I still have ladies that say, "Oh, I said, "No, I know when you were born." Okay, so.
Like if you're 100, you say, only 97.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's like me in my other life when I was a registered nurse and all. I was interviewing a young lady today that is she's going to school to be a nurse, but she's looking for part-time work. And she was telling me about how they're teaching nursing now, and so I said, well, 60 years ago. She looked at me like, you were a nurse 60 years ago? And I said, yes, I was. Okay,
right.
so
well,
it's
thank
changed.
you so much. I really appreciate it. And look out for the open house sometime in January. We'll update you soon.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.